there, my name is Joe DePinto. I'm one of the co-founders of Flash, and on behalf of the team, I want to say thank you for activating your account. We're excited to have you here, and we hope that you get a lot of value out of the system. I'm going to be walking you through a series of videos that demonstrate how to use all the different features of your Flash dashboard. And each of these videos should only last about 2 to 3 minutes, so you can use them as a reference at any time if you want to go back and watch to see how something was done. With that said, let's get right into it, and we'll start with the campaign builder. Building a campaign with Flash is extremely simple. To get started, make sure you're on the Campaign Builder tab on the left side of your dashboard. And then the first thing you'll have to do is choose whether you're going to run a flash sale or an event. So for the purpose of this, let's run a flash sale. Below that, you have your campaign reach. So at the top of this, you'll see the area that you're subscribed to. For example, Manhattan Beach, California, or Tequesta, Florida. And then below that, you'll see the total number of users that are subscribed to that specific area. So as you can see here, we're in Demo City, and there's 3 total users. Now this slider is how you're going to choose how many people you want to reach out of all those total users. So obviously with only 3 users in Demo City, I probably want to reach all 3 of them. But ideally, this number will be, several thousand people. So you have a much larger range of potential subscribers that'll get your text message. You notice as you slide this back and forth, the reach changes, the cost also changes. And what that means is that for each individual text message that gets sent out, there's a cost associated based on how much data is in that text. Below that, you have the option to prioritize active users. And what that means is that, let's say there were 1,000 total users in Demo City. Well, if you wanted to reach the users that have redeemed the most Flash campaigns throughout that entire area, you would check this box. If you leave it unchecked, that means that your text message is just going to get sent to, however many you select at random based on your area's total users. So I'm going to leave this unchecked for the sake of this demonstration and continue on to the campaign title. So let's say you want to run a margarita special. I'm going to call this $3 margaritas. Now on the right side of your screen here, you have a preview of what the customer is going to see on their phone once they've actually clicked on the link that gets texted to them. So I'll cover more of this in a second, but just so that you understand what I mean, the text message is the first thing the customer will see, and we'll fill out that information here shortly. But basically, once they get this text, if they're interested, they can click this link, which has more information, which is where you see here what we just did, $3 margaritas. And it also gives them the opportunity to redeem it. So underneath my campaign title, the product description is what the customer is going to see right here. So let's say something like delicious Don Julio Blanco with fresh squeezed lime juice, ice, and a salt rim. And as you can see here, now the customer can read exactly what the margarita is. As you'll notice, we have a logo here. This is the venue that I'm currently working out of for my demo, Dive 35. And if you don't have an image of the special that you're running, this will just default to your venue's logo. However, if you do have an image, you can go ahead and upload it. And you'll see here, this will now propagate a nice looking margarita right there. So something very visual and aesthetically pleasing for your customer. Below that, you choose how long this specific deal is going to last. So if you've seen right now, we have a little countdown going here. But you can set it for any time between 1 hour and 24 hours. And in the future, we might change that. But let's say we want this campaign to last 1 hour. You're going to say whatever the regular retail price is. So let's say my margarita is usually $13. You're going to say the discount type. So this would obviously be a fixed amount of $10, but if you wanted to, you could also do a percentage. So you could say 50% off margaritas. And then the details. So I'm discounting an originally priced item of $13 by $10. So Flash is obviously going to take a small commission on any redemption that occurs. Otherwise, you're going to keep the rest of that sale. And the last bit would be the text message itself. So this is where you could say, come to Dive 35 for the next hour and get $3 margaritas. The customer will get this text message, they'll see this, it'll have the address of your venue so that they know where to go, and then the link to actually go and see more information on the special if they want to. So again, you can see here, they're going to save $10, they can redeem it at Dive35, and that is how you would build your campaign. When you're ready to send, you click Send Now, and it's on its way. Now let's look at how to set up an event. So again, you're going to be on the Campaign Builder tab, and instead of flash sale, you're going to choose Event. We've already covered how to select how many users you want to reach, so if you need a refresher on that, go back and watch the video on setting up a flash sale. We've also already covered how to set up a campaign title, but let's go ahead and just say Beach Life Festival. For the event description, come enjoy beach music, great food, and chill vibes with fellow beach lovers. A little cheesy is what it is. Again, if you have an image, you can go ahead and upload it. If you don't, it'll just have the logo of your venue. But I would imagine most events will have an image, so let's look at Beach Life here. And that will propagate. Boom, so there's Beach Life Festival. Now what's different between this versus setting up a flash sale is the duration of this particular event. So you'll be able to choose here what day and time the event's going to start. So I believe that this is going to be May of 2025 on the 2nd, and we'll say this starts at 8 a.m. and ends on May 4th at 8 p.m. Start time, end time. And you'll see here on my text message now, it's including what I had just inputted in the event start date and the event end date. You'll also see that on the information that on the link they can click on, it has that as well. If there's a link to your event, you can go ahead and paste it here. And you'll see when you do that, it gives them a way to actually click on those details, and that will take them right to whatever this web page is. If you don't have a link, you don't have to put one in there. This is just something that we think customers, it's a direct call to action. So you can sell your tickets just through this text campaign. And then the text message, like I said, join us for a weekend of fun in the sun at Beach Life Festival 2025. Tickets on sale now. As you can see, obviously all that is going to be shown there in the text message. Again, just like a flash sale, they'll have a link for more information that's going to take them to this screen. And that is how you would set up an event campaign. So I understand my responsibility, click that, and boom, click now or send now to fire out that campaign. Let's look at the Venue QR Codes tab on the left side of your dashboard here. So there's a couple of different options and things going on. To start, we'll check out the redemption code. Now what this is anytime someone receives a text message for your campaign and they come in to actually redeem it at your venue, you're going to need them to scan this QR code so that that redemption gets tracked. This is how we keep track of everything, and this is what you'll eventually see in your analytics in terms of, was my campaign successful or not? So you don't want this code displaying publicly, meaning you don't want these on table tents. This is something that you should keep either behind the bar for your bartenders to have, or you should have the servers carrying it around with them so that if someone does come in wanting to redeem a campaign that you sent via Flash, the bartender or the server at that point would pull out the redemption code and have the customer scan that code. So if you remember on the previous campaign builder screen, when you saw what the customer's phone would look like, they had that green redeem button. Well, when they push that, it's going to open their camera, and that's what they will use to scan this redemption code. The next thing here is the in-venue display. Now this is what you want to display publicly. So you have two options here. You can generate a 5x7 table tent, or you can download just the QR code. But what this is a way for a customer to scan a QR code and get invited to join Flash. So if I were at your venue and I saw, this generic table tent that basically this is going to have your logo, it's going to have a QR code that's specific to your venue, which I'll touch on in a second, and it's going to tell them, hey, for spontaneous deals and flash sales, join Flash by scanning here. Well, when they scan it, this is what they'll see. So it's going to say you're invited by the venue that you are operating, and if they want to accept that invite, they can click accept invite, at which point it will then prompt them to start and choose the area that they want to subscribe to. So the reason why you would want to actually have these out in your venue and display them is that anyone that subscribes to Flash through your specific in-venue codes, you're going to pay 0% commissions when they redeem something. So again, if you remember when we were setting up our Flash campaign, towards the end, it said if someone redeems this $3 margarita, $1 was going to go to Flash for every redemption. You don't have to worry about that on codes that you get people to sign up through at your venue. So the way that we look at it is these are already your existing customers. We're not bringing you any new business. We shouldn't be making any commissions from redemptions that they do. Whereas if it's someone that signed up for Flash at a different venue or from some of the marketing that we do, then we do feel justified in taking a commission on redemptions that occur in your venue because we feel like that is bringing incremental revenue to you. So that's the in-venue display. You can either generate a 5x7 ready-to-print table tent, or if you have your own marketing company or your own displays, you can simply add just the QR code to those displays and get that printed on your own. And then the last bit would be the social share links. So you can see down here, again, it's going to be the same thing. If someone subscribes to Flash because of your specific code, your specific share link, again, you're not going to have to pay any commissions on those redemptions when they come to your business. So you would click copy share link, and then you could go and post it either on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, or you could email it. So the natural incentive for you to want to share these things both in venue and via your social media is that anyone that uses your code to subscribe to Flash, whenever they come into your venue and redeem one of your Flash sales, you're not going to have to pay any commissions on those different redemptions. So that's what the different QR codes do, and you can access them and print them at any time through the Venue QR Codes tab here on your dashboard. Let's take a look at the analytics on your dashboard. This is how you'll be able to see how effective your campaigns are, and it's pretty straightforward information. So as you recall, every time you set up a campaign, you gave it a name. So as you can see, these are some of the demo campaigns. It will track the user that set the campaign up, which as you saw in the settings, you can add users. And then this information, the reach, would be how many people actually you reach with this campaign. So the total number of users reached, this would be that slider on the campaign builder screen. So you chose how many people you want to reach. How many views is how many people actually viewed the campaign itself, the text message. And then the click-through rate is how many people actually clicked on the link that was within that text message, which would take them to the redemption screen where they would see more information on the product itself and have the ability to redeem. And that's what PRR is, product redemption rate. So these would be the people that actually went the entire way through the funnel. They got the text message, they clicked the link, and then they came into your business and actually redeemed it. So you'll see all of these in different percentages. And then the last bit would be the status of the campaign. So as you can see, Beach Life Fest that was set up on August 27th is still active. $5 Burgers, which was set up on July 29th, is still active. The rest of these campaigns have completed. So you can see, you can go back now and say, for example, on the half off pints, it was August 12th. It reached 2 people viewed it. Both of them clicked on it, and one of them redeemed the actual promo. So these are the analytics. This is how you'll be able to tell the success of the different campaigns you're running. And then we'll obviously add more to this as time goes on. We'll have additional insights that we'll be launching soon. So definitely stay tuned for that, and we'll put out another video explaining what each one of these insights is. One of the first things you're going to want to do after activating your account is go to your settings and set up both your billing and users. So the first part, billing, is going to require you to store a payment method, and this is what will allow you to start running Flash campaigns. So in order to do that, you'd simply click Add Payment Method, and you'd follow the instructions shown here. Once you've done that, the card that you store will be set as the default, but you can add additional cards along the way if you'd like to. The other thing you'll notice on this screen is past invoices. So anytime your card gets charged, you'll be able to see a receipt of that invoice. Since the billing is automatic once you store a credit card, you can come in here anytime and just see how many different times your card has been charged. The other thing you're going to want to do on the settings is make sure that you have your users set up properly. So whoever created the actual account or activated the actual account is going to be the first admin, but you can invite as many other users as you want. So you invite by phone number, let's just say 888-888-8888, and you can dictate whether you want them to be an admin or a staff member. And the difference between this is that admins will have access to billing information, staff will only have the ability to send out the actual text messages themselves. So once you've selected what you want, you would click Invite New User, and that will send a text message to the number provided that will then walk them through getting started with Flash and accessing the dashboard that you have chosen for them, whether they're a staff member or an admin. So that is the settings. Let's take a look at credits, which is the third tab down here on your menu dashboard. So when you get into the credits tab, you'll see up here you have a total balance of credits, and this is comprised of several different things that I'll explain in this video. So the first thing you can do, and that you'll notice, is you have an Add Funds area. So if you remember in the settings video, we saved a payment method. Well, this is where you would then use that payment method to go ahead and purchase funds. So for example, if I wanted to add $50, I click yes and confirm that, and it would automatically charge the card that I had saved in my settings. The auto charge settings means that whenever your balance falls below a threshold of $100, we are going to automatically charge the card that you have on file whatever amount you put here. So let's say I only wanted to recharge my card with $25 every time I fall below the threshold. I'd put in 25, I'd click save, and now my settings have been updated. So the next thing that you'll notice is the activity. And for the sake of this video, we're not going to worry about cashback rewards or any of the cashback stuff because that has to do with Flash rewards, which we'll talk about in a different video. But let's look at the first one here. So referred event click, $0, it's blue. What does this mean? Well, when a user that you referred, meaning if you'll remember the venue QR codes video, we give you the table tents that are specific to your venue, and we give you the social media share links that are also specific to your account. If they sign up for Flash through one of those, and then you send a text promoting an event, if they go ahead and click on that event, you are not charged at all. That's basically one of your customers. There's no cost to you. So that is a referred event click. Now, on the contrary, let's say that it's someone that did not subscribe to Flash through your venue. Let's say they subscribed through a different venue down the street, but you sent them a text message about an event. If they click on that, then you do get charged for it. So there's a 50-cent charge for that event click. And as you can see right there with the information, when a user clicks through to one of your event promotions. SMS campaign charge of 15 cents. Well, this is pretty straightforward. If you remember when we built out our campaigns, you use that slider to determine how many users you wanted to reach with your text message. So what this is specifically is an SMS text message campaign was sent to Flash users. So if you remember, if we chose 3 users, it charged us 15 cents, and that's what you see right here. So this campaign reached 3 people, and it cost you 15 cents to send it. Same thing here, SMS campaign on a different date, same cost. A platform grant. Now, if you'll read the information here, from time to time, Flash, us, we may grant you credits to use for promotions or for other purposes. And when that happens, you'll see an increase in your balance in green of 1,500. If you look up here, that's what the majority of the credits for this particular venue are. It came from this Flash platform grant. Premium plan subscription, or any plan subscription in general. There is a free plan, obviously, which you can learn more about those in the premium plans video. But this is something that gets billed on a monthly basis. It's simply the cost of that plan. Obviously, the different plans you have unlock different features and different insights. So there's a charge of $39 for that premium plan subscription. We're not going to cover cashback rewards in this video, so we can go past those. Another referred redemption. So this is basically the same thing as the referred event click, but this would be someone that your marketing materials got them to subscribe to Flash. So again, you have table tents out, they scan one of those codes, or you do a social media post and they click the link. You are the referrer for them creating their Flash account. And for those redemptions, we take no commission. So you'll see they came in and they redeemed whatever the special was. Flash doesn't take any of that sale. So that's why there's a zero there. Looks like there's a couple more referred redemptions, more referred redemptions. Now here's what a user redemption looks like. So this would be someone that signed up for Flash and is subscribed to your area, but they did not subscribe through your venue. So they might have seen, a QR code at a different venue, or maybe it was some of the marketing content that we put out. That's how they got subscribed to Flash. Well, they saw one of your text messages and they actually came in and redeemed it. And in that case, Flash does take a revenue share. So you'll see minus $1.50 from your credits because of that user redemption. Again, we're not going to cover cashback or cashback rewards. Here's some more user redemptions. And then the last bit would be a credit purchase. So again, you saw at the very top of the screen, this is what that would look like on your card. If you're a business owner that has multiple locations that you want to add to your Flash dashboard, you can do that by going up here to the top left, and you'll see the venue that you activated. You can click this little drop-down button, and you will see an Add New Business option. So go ahead and click that, and then you're just going to fill out this simple form. Two things to keep in mind. Number one is that when you're uploading your business logo, make sure that it's a square image. So that means that the pixels have to be a 1-to-1 ratio. That's how we can get it to fit nicely on the phone screen and look very clean. The other thing is when you select your service area, if you don't see the service area for the new business that you want to add, you're gonna have to contact support so that we can add that area to our database, at which point then you'll be able to add your new business. Flash offers 3 different pricing plans to help your business maximize the value that you get from the platform. Anytime you activate an account or add a new business, you'll automatically begin with the starter plan, which doesn't have any monthly subscription cost. Once you move up to the business plan or the pro plan, you'll see that you pay a certain amount every single month, regardless of how often you're using the platform. The main differences between these plans has to do with the cost of each text message that you send out, the revenue share on the redemptions, how many free reach credits you get per week. And what we mean by that is every single week, we give you a certain amount of users that you can reach for free. So in the starter plan, every week you have 25 users you can reach. On the business plan, it's 50, and on the pro plan, it's 100. Additionally, the business plan and the pro plan allow you to do more than one campaign per week. So you have 3 campaigns if you're in the business, and you have unlimited campaigns if you're in the pro. The other major difference is that only the paid subscriptions allow you to run event campaigns. And you can see here that it costs $1 per click if you're in the business plan and someone clicks on your event link. If you're on the pro plan, it's only 50 cents per click if you're using an event campaign. So those are the main differences between the 3 different plans that you can use with Flash to maximize the value that you're going to get from our platform.